We've got a newcomer.
Cool. Things are working.
Good luck. Who dares to enter Zato 1 Arena? Sin versus Zato. Get ready to rock. Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. Turn up the heat. Duel 3. Keep on rocking.
I think setting training mode delay to more than 1 is a mistake. Hello, Zero.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
So I tried setting it to 3, the input delay, offline, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna maybe go play this game offline again. So it makes more sense that I have it set to like the PS4 input delay. But because 99% of my playtime is on PC, it probably doesn't make too much sense.
Duel 3. All or nothing. Counter. It's not over yet. Slap.
ではさようなら。
なあ、地面に潜ってる間って地面の中見えんの？
Oh, hold
アナ
on.
ウサギの住む場所わかるか？
Okay.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. All or nothing. Duel 3. Turn up the heat.
Damn, that looks super late too. The RTL. I think it probably has the same input window as Kai's RTL for 2D.
なあ地面に潜ってる間って
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter. 2. All or nothing. Duel 3. All or nothing. Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. It's not over yet. Duel 2. All or nothing. Duel 3. Turn up the heat.
Okay. There's one thing I'm a little taken aback by, and it's him. There is a common thing people do where they'll cheap out into the easy option when they're doing their offense, which usually for most games ends up being throw. So you'll see people do like tick throw by doing 2p into throw, a disproportionate amount. And this is really prevalent in something like Street Fighter, but even in Guilty Gear, you'll see like these easy options that have relatively less reward being used a lot more than they should be. And in this case, this person is actually not really doing that in the opposite direction, like in the opposite end of the spectrum. They're doing this not at all, which is also pretty odd. So for Sin, there are some other examples of this, which would be like doing the slide special. I think it's 236K. Doing the slide special and then trying to pretend that that frame advantage that he doesn't have exists. And I don't really see that either right now. The confirms have also been pretty good, I think, so far. I don't know how many dropped combos I've seen this set.
Duel 3. Keep on rocking.
That's another thing too just now. They'll do that IED very confidently and very frequently, which is kind of what you want to be doing. But it's being done all the time, which is not what you want. That could have not killed very easily if he had just a little more HP.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
He also really likes that close to the ground tech out of the air.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
Oh, okay. I think it's too far, yeah. If I was a bit closer to the corner there, I could have gone for a pretty cool combo. Can you combo Zato Super after RC there? I don't know which point you mean, sorry.
私は私をもって人に絶望し、私をもってそれを撤回し。
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Pretty sure that was a dead angle attempt. Just now. He did like a close slash on me when I was nearby. Pretty sure that was 6 SH. That's not what I wanted. Alright, die. After 5H Amorphous. Can you combo Zato? Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. If I do 5H Amorphous or anything into Amorphous, and then RC, you can do a super jump forwards and then do like JHD, I guess.
Let's rock.
You might have to run a little bit before the jump to make it work, but usually it can be done. You know, this Executor that I really wanted to do just now might actually not work at that range. It's pretty sad. Like, I was really thinking about it, and it didn't work. Or I thought it might not work, so I didn't do it. Stun, probably, yep. I also just realized your name is being printed in different colors every time you type. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'll look at it later.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Of the side dust combo. Yeah, I try to do it every time I get a mid-screen dust. It's not too common, but it's pretty fun to do. And the best part is no one knows that it exists. So everyone that you play against is like, whoa, what the hell was that? Yeah, you can't really win in the air in that situation. Like, Zato's underground, Eddie is out, I still have Eddie Cage, and you're in the air. You're in for not such a good time. That was pretty good by him at least. Like he tried to get in on me when my gauge was about to run out. Don't hit me, please! Okay, cool. Alright.
したものは返す
I didn't think that would hit me from that range.
Turn up the heat.
Very good. Didn't know Eddie dies if it hits Gold Burst. Yeah, Burst will kill him too, which is pretty sad. It's relevant for block bursts too, like, they were just now when I blocked the burst. I really wish I could have had Eddie up to do a better punish, but I just can't as Zato. So the only thing you can do is be on the ground when you're doing the combo and go into BTL, I guess. But that is pretty limited in terms of these situations you can be in.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
Please work. Okay.
Duel 3. Turn up the heat. It's not over
Oh my god, that's fine. It worked out.
私は私をもって人に絶
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
対量
Duel. Two. Turn up the heat.
シャドウギャラリーそれ届かない
So this person knew from the very beginning of the set that they need to IAD at me when I want to summon Eddie, so that they can interrupt the summon animation. But the problem with that is now I know they want to do that, so I'm doing the thing that counters it, and I need to see the thing that counters my counter. I don't think it's... oh, it does kill. And until I see that thing that counters my counter, the RPS is not complete.
私は私をもって人
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Counter. It's not over yet. Duel. Two. Keep on rocking.
So that IAD just now is trying to catch me doing an Eddie summon, or like a drill. But if I do that particular summon, the Nobiru, it does not work, and you'll get punished. Might have been okay if it was Strive Amorphous.
Duel. Three. Keep on rocking. Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Hello, Guppy. made a very grave mistake of setting my input delay to that of PS4. And so everything feels off right now. I'm gonna change it back. This sucks. I mean, like, it's not that it affects online, it's just that all the practice I do on training mode becomes not so good. Still going for a lot of 6Ps there against flights.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
Here's a quick summary of the sets, Guppy. This person has tried to IAD at me on reversal, like after I do my string Islato, every single time, and it worked for the first 4 games, and we're trying to see if there's going to be any changes beyond that point. I might die here. Oh. Okay, I didn't die there, but... What delay do you practice with in training mode? It used to be 1. Right now it's 3. And you're gonna put it back to 1 after the set. Again, it doesn't affect online at all. It's just that all the practice I do in training mode reflects kind of negatively on anything I do online. Because online, the default delay setting is set to 1, I believe? Unless the ping is just really bad, in which case it goes up, I think. I've done that a lot right now, and it's not being countered yet. What game are we on now? Oh, 17, so it appears. I haven't seen a tick throw at all either, yeah. And yeah, the game I was playing was MapleStory for the past 4 years. It is very cursed, please do not play it, nor should you support Nexon in any capacity. But it is the game I've been playing. Playing bad games happen to the best of us. You know, like I became the thing I despised when I used to play this game a lot, like 4 or 5 years ago, which was the Guilty Gear Xrd player who no longer plays Guilty Gear Xrd, but instead plays Final Fantasy XIV. That's what I became, basically. But hey, some good news. Because I played the objectively worst server in MapleStory called Reg Servers, and not Reboot, which is the quote-unquote free-to-play, Reg is not really free-to-play server, I at least had the benefit of being able to sell my gear before quitting. And that amounted to, if I sell everything at the market price, like around $5,000 ish USD, which is kind of nice.
私は私をもって人に
Especially considering the way I played was essentially everything that I make in game gets reinvested back into the game, and I do not like inject my own money into the game usually. So not too bad results wise, but the time I've sunk into that game is unforgivable. So hello, Mad Hatter. I saw you in the lobby earlier, and I was so surprised. I took a screenshot to see a North American Zato out there in the barren wastelands of Exerd in 2025. 2025 now. Oh, I'm dead. I should be dead. Okay, I should really be dead. Oh, I'm dead. Okay.
貸したものは返す
Will you be partaking in Frosty's mayhaps? No, probably not. It's too soon. I'm looking into Combo Breaker. I almost enrolled in the Final Fantasy XIV retirements. Yeah, I did not get far in that game at all. Oh, a little bit far.
Duel 3. Turn up the heat.
It's not the drill I wanted. Yeah, it's not very good. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And I die for it. It's deserved. What kind of idiot does close drill as a reversal?
地面に潜ってる間って
Heaven or hell.
At least you spend time on the official version that has got the classic experience from questionably legal versions from private servers. I had that phase as well. I think it was like 2009 to like 2012. I used to play on private servers only. And admittedly, that was like a very fun time I had there. But like you said, it doesn't always have the risk of just randomly getting shut down by Nexon, which in my case is what happens. I'm pretty sure no one will ever recognize this server, but it was called MS Nick, and it had like a population of like 50 dudes. And I'm pretty sure we were all like fucking 15-year-olds at the time. That was pretty fun. Oh. Can't do that. Oh, you kinda can. Okay. I think I did just now with the Shadow Gallery. I need to see an answer to it, or else he's just gonna get rolled continuously from this point on. I need to see a 2D or a very well timed throw on the ground, or an air throw. Any of them work. Oh, wrong way, Zato. Bursts? No bursts? Oh, okay, there it is. I can't believe Nexon really went after a group of teenagers. I know it was... I think that server in particular wasn't even monetized in any form at all. Like, I know a lot of the big servers do now. They still sent a cease and desist that they, I guess, felt was necessary. Perfect. I still play on Maple Legends, and that hasn't been shut down for... Yeah, it's been around for a while. And I'm very curious as to how it's still alive. So here's problem number 2, okay? He realized that his counter to my counter, or no, hold on. He realized that his counter to the thing I was doing initially, at the beginning of the set, is no longer working. But instead of doing the thing that beats my counter, he's gone on to do nothing. Which is not great. It's like we're playing rock, paper, scissors. And he sent me a rock, and I presented paper. And you were supposed to put out scissors, but instead he decided to quit the game. Or rather, he didn't do anything, so he got timed out. So he won by default. Oh. I might die here. I'm gonna die here. How do you mash effectively in this game, especially when you're in that weird stun phase? Mashing is probably the least favorite mechanic of mine in this game, because you actually do have to mash, unlike in a lot of other modern games. But you have to mash individual buttons in a way where you're not overlapping with other buttons, ideally, very quickly. See, he would have liked to do the IED there, but he knows I'm gonna punish if I do that, or if he does that. Not overlapping. Yeah, it's I mean it's okay, but the problem is it causes less inputs to occur overall, which is not ideal. So if you go into training mode and just try mashing a lot of buttons, like PKSH, you'll see that you probably have a lot of buttons being pressed while other buttons are already pressed. And ideally you want to minimize that as much as possible. Oh. Just gonna eat, yep. You can't do that. See, he doesn't want to be on me right now because of the gauge. Oh, I should have done a better combo. Really sick staggering pressure, by the way. Thank you. Your offense has to be the one thing you really work on if you're going to play this character. Because it better be airtight, or else, like, you know, for other characters when you mess up a combo, you miss out on damage, you miss out on the knockdown, and maybe you get hits as a result because they like tech in a bad way for you and then they hit you, right? For Zato, there's all of that, and then on top of that, there's also Eddie dying in a way you don't want, and that's super bad. Like, super bad in a way that other characters don't ever have to deal with. So it becomes very important that your combos are extremely, extremely tight. On the bright side, Zato combos are actually not that hard. Like, objectively speaking, the number of difficult points in Zato combos are really not like that frequent at all compared to other characters. Just again, you have to make sure the consistency is really up there. That's out of range. First tick throw of the game, of the set. Oh, let me RC. That killed Eddie. That's insane. His combo game looks really complex. It does, and a lot of it has to do with like, oh, you have to control Eddie at the same time, and yeah, like that's a thing. It is pretty hard sometimes, but it's not as if negative edge is like this debuff you have on you that just makes all of your combos harder by a certain percentage. That's not how it works. Oh, I wanted that B. I'm dead. Oh, I should have bursted there. Yeah, first tick throw in 50 minutes. But if you were to say, is this better than doing tick throws too much? Then, objectively speaking, it is. Like, it's better than if you were to have a player just doing that too much, because tick throws are extremely low value. See, Eddie is dead here, or like he got unsummoned, because I blocked the bursts. I think that is pretty unfair, Arxis. I'm getting punished for making a very good judgment call. Tick throws are overrated anyway. They're good if you're playing Street Fighter V. There's literally zero way to make that combo work there, by the way. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, 2D range. No goal bursts. See, he YRC'd out of that air dash because he thought my 6P would be like an average 6P, but he's facing Zato. My 6P is so slow that it wouldn't have worked as an anti-air anyways. Oh. Nice. People generally respond pretty badly to Break the Law, mid-pressure Break the Law when Eddie is out. And reasonably so, because it's like a pretty panicky situation. But just know one thing, Eddie by himself is always punishable on every move that he does. Like here, anything Eddie does, minus, 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 minus. Like if we were to hypothetically think of Eddie's frame data, everything is punishable. I wanted that throw. I think I die. Okay, I should have died.
All or nothing.
Notice when he dead angled there, like the point at which he dead angled. I'm pretty sure he's gonna dead angle there at the same time again later. Oh my god. So the exact point he's gonna dead angle at is when I do like 5P and he blocks it in the corner, and then I do a jump, like a re-jump on him, and then I land and do 5P again, and then he's gonna dead angle. What's it gonna be? Oh, it's pretty good for him. Oh, I need to... Okay, after this, I need to check Discord real quick. Oh, it's not what I wanted. Oh.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat. Counter.
渾身だ。
What's it gonna be? Please die. Alright. Alright, Discord, what's up? Okay, things are fine.
勝ち負けってようぜ今日の
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh my god. It's the wrong button.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
Oh, you want that throw so bad now that you have 0 calories, don't you? Does it kill? It doesn't. Isn't that crazy? Dust into 2 H buttons and super and it doesn't kill.
Keep on rocking.
Okay, something I am seeing disproportionately is the amount of like jump in blitz attempts. Those are like they work, but it's kind of a meme option. The only reason I'm doing 2K into nothing right now, by the way, like I've done it I think 3 times so far, is because he's shown 1 time earlier of doing DP there. But I'm not seeing it again. Can't do that. Oh, okay.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
God, why can't he just backdash out of that mix? He can backdash out of drills from a pretty far range. That's pretty annoying too. Like when you're mid-screen and you put a drill on him, from a lot of ranges he can just backdash out. Pot obviously has the best one, but aside from that, Milia has a really good one too. Sin, I think Answers is pretty good too. Can't do that. We're playing in 1 frame delay online, buddy. Oh, I can't do that. Damn. Just check the Exerd lobby, it's particularly ultra dead today. Yeah, the other thing is, you never know if it's actually dead or not, because you can't see the full lobbies. Like, I really want some sort of patch to come out where you can see the rooms that are full, because right now you can't. And that makes it seem as if the game is a lot more dead than it is. Everyone playing in Rough Tuesday? Yeah, there's that too. There it is. Oh, it's too early. Oh no, it's fine. I think Rough Tuesday probably wraps up soon. I don't think I recall it being like super late.
Let's rock.
Man. There's a lot of buttons I don't want right now.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
I thought his burst would come back a bit sooner than that. It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. This might not kill. Alright, it's fine. By the way, this can work against me, but I'm just letting you know. Anyone that will play against me in the future, I will always accept a Blitz War duel. And I'm pretty sure I will usually win. Like, very honestly, I do it to the point where it's pretty bad for me statistically, but really you should not be playing RPS like that so often. I didn't know, TG. Die.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking. It's not over yet.
Oh, he got me. Damn.
Duel 3.
That's an OS too. Yep, there it is. That kills Eddie from there. My throw. My throw in both senses of the word.
なあ地面に潜ってる間って地面の中で
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter.
I know I said you shouldn't do 5D as a mix. The only reason I do it there is because if the 5H counter hits, like it is technically a frame trap there. If I do 5P, 5H, if it counter hits, I get a combo into the 5D because they get put into a stagger state. That's not what I wanted. That's not where I wanted to burst. Damn.
Duel 3. Turn up the heat.
Does that not work on Sin? I tried that twice now where I do 2S, Red RC, IAD, JS. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to work on Sin.
1.
My air dash. Okay, that's fine.
Or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
It should kill. Okay, yeah.
Duel. Two. Keep on rocking.
I guess that kind of works. I don't know what it is. Maybe 6H? The 2-part normal? Damn, no OTG.
なあ地面に潜ってる間って地面の中
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Rejected.
冗談じゃね
Duel. Two. Turn up the heat.
I don't know if I like the super all that much. Sometimes you see supers like that, where you spend 50 meter, you get all that tension, like negative tension pulse, and you get like 50, maybe 40 more damage in the same knockdown, and you really wonder.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
You can actually burst there. It's just there's a few points where you can't, and it looks really cool for the Zato if it works.
Heaven or hell.
But if you burst on the way, on the when Zato is heading upwards, it'll probably work.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
Oh, the perfect plan and the execution. Not the execution, but it just didn't work. Zato is not as good as I needed him to be at that moment. Where is my super input? I got a summon somehow.
3. Turn up the heat.
Okay, it does work. Some things in this game are just super input delay sensitive. I think IDs are one of them.
the heat.
I get a kill there. I'm not sure where that combo went. Throw RC into basically anything.
私は私をもって人に
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. It's not over yet.
Will it kill? It does not.
Duel. Two. Turn up the heat.
It felt a lot like a fake combo, but actually ended up working. I also did not want that Executor.
Duel. Three. Keep on rocking. It's not over yet.
Yeah, I should get in the room and play a good set. Nice. Those are rare moments where you find a room, you number one find a room, and number two find someone that is actually a good match for you. And then also get a pretty long set with that person. It's why usually the way I prefer to find games is to ping people on Discord, so that I can at least ensure that we can get a decently long set with that person. But nowadays that is not very easy to do. It got to the point, like 5 or a little bit before Strive release, where I was pinging maybe like 6, no, it must have been like 8, 9 different Discords every single time I wanted games. and then maybe someone takes the bite. That was kind of cool. He knew I would fly in a way where that hits would land.
Turn up the heat.
Yeah, I can't get back that shit's work at all right now. This set. I've been trying, like, I think I did it 4 or 5 times so far, and it is not coming out. There we go.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Duel. Keep on rocking.
Oh, those some classic Street Fighter footsies right there.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
冗談じゃね
Duel 2. All or nothing.
That command throw, by the way, one of the least damaging moves in the game. So you basically ever only use it if you know for sure it'll kill, and the times it'll kill are like 10 HP.
It's not over yet. Duel 3. All or nothing.
Oh, it's not what I wanted. Weird choice. I thought I would see the Bull Dash or the big overhead swing get cancelled.
Let's rock.
That one. So he's resorted to deal with the Shadow Gallery. He's resorted to using Blitz,
Turn up the heat.
and I beat that very easily by doing YRC, if I have the meter. Oh. I think that works. Would have been crazy if I just straight out lose to that super.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. All or nothing.
By the way, so many of these, like, just random... There's two things that are really relatively easy to fix that aren't being done right now. One is getting tagged by random fard rolls at the end of block strings, and the other one is just teching all the time into getting counter hit, which is happening a lot right now. And those are... they're both very much not good. That doesn't combo.
昼飯が少なすぎた
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
Thought I was gonna do Shadow Gallery again, so he did Blitz.
私は私をもって
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Like Blitz has a lot of uses, but I don't think using it there is one of them.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
There are times when you want Eddie to take the hit for you, and other times where you want the opposite. Usually, it ends up being the opposite of what you want.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Man, I was too low to the ground. Like the moment I do Shadow Gallery, my hurt box does expand. I don't know if it expands downwards, but it does to some degree.
Duel 3. All or nothing.
Nice. That might have screwed with his block timing, actually, the RC.
私は私をもって人に絶望し
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock. Not over yet. Duel 2. All or nothing.
I think that's the first good Andy flight response we've seen so far. I've seen attempts to deal with it, but usually they were not so clean.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
See, like there would have been pretty nice if Eddie took the hit.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking. Duel 3. Keep on rocking.
Oh my god. The second time that's happened. Man, I knew, like, there were two things that were done there simultaneously. One of them, I knew what he was gonna do, but the other part, my brain could not process fast enough. I sent Eddie underground because I knew he was gonna do that super, that special move. But then I put myself in a position where I couldn't FD. Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat. Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Stun here, I think. Yep.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
That's a good response. Usually Blitz or DP, even. When you think for sure I'm gonna do 2S, and it's not airtight, not bad. Oh, Zato 2D. I thought for sure I would see the dead angle before burst.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
It's a little weird.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
See, like that kind of counter hit in the air after ducking is getting me so many stuns in this set.
私は私をもって人に絶望し
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
The tech itself is actually kind of okay, but I'm getting a counter hit afterwards, which is really not good.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
I wonder if he gave up there. I was planning on just doing a mix.
私は私をもって人に絶
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Also seeing a lot of these weird OTGs with 2K. I'm not really sure what the goal is. At first I thought like maybe this is some sort of throw trap being set up. I don't think that's really the case. Damn, I get a mess there.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
I might even get stunned this combo. No, no fights. It's pretty close.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Duel. Two. Turn up the heat.
Man, that was so deep into him too. Love the content, thank you. Glad to be putting out some Zato footage out there in the current year. I don't think that it does. You can time that so it doesn't work. I thought that was that timing.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
I think that was the last hit, if not something very close to the last hit. Yeah, there we go.
Duel. Two. All or nothing.
No cancel? Is that is still going on? Yes, it is.
Duel. Three. Keep on rocking.
I thought they would give up maybe like 10 games ago, but it has not happened yet. Oh my god. How did I not hit him?
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
I've seen that a few times now where he does the DP as part of the combo, but it doesn't land. And I wonder if it's supposed to be like a hard burst baits. Oh. All that from trying to eat some food. Yeah. Eating food is pretty risky, it turns out. There we go. Really? That killed Eddie and he didn't get hit by me? Man.
Duel. 3. Turn up the heat.
See, he's kind of gone from step 1 to not doing step 1, but instead only doing step 1 some of the time. Now to solve the core issue here, I need to see step 2, not doing step 1 some of the time. Oh.
Duel. 2. Keep on rocking.
Oh my god, that damage. Yeah, there are some things, like counter hit Nobiru or H buttons on Zato that aren't 5H. Pretty good damage. just might stun after this. I think I'll stop at... We're at 60, no, 59 right now.
Heaven or hell.
Let's see if we can go to 100. That's total games of 100, not wins. I usually get exhausted at the 30 game mark. Yeah, 30 is a nice spot to stop. Usually the problem with most people playing longer sets is they stop thinking about what they have to improve on. So the extended amount of games they're playing doesn't provide any value. Now there are reasons to do it other than just that, but that is the main issue usually. Man, I pressed Blitz, and I think I was also pressing back at the same time.
Duel 3. All or nothing.
Oh my god, I jumped. Why? Do I die? No. Damn. That's why you just stop at that point also. The autopilot just activates and I can't get off of it. It's pretty hard. You need to be thinking very actively all the time. In theory, here's the best way to go about it, is before you even start the game, you start looking at replays, preferably of both of people better than you and of your own replays. So you spend like some amount of time looking at those before you reset. And also preferably of the match you're going to play, but that's really hard in this game. After you do that, you then go into game and try to do the things that you set as goals while watching those replays. And then afterwards, again, look at that replay that you just played. That would be like the supreme, most ideal possible sequence of events of playing the game. But the problem usually is you can't find people to play in that regard usually. Like, your options are going to be pretty limited as to who you can play. So you can't really prepare in advance and look up the replays of that matchup in advance. But at the very least, you can just watch any replay of your character, and that still helps. Before the match, that is. The replay feature in this game is really meh. Yeah, I agree. Which is why I try to put everything on YouTube instead. It's pretty sad, but if I do normal super here, the non-burst version, it doesn't kill. It's just too low damage.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
That entire round, by the way, was just getting randomly tagged by drill that you shouldn't have gotten hit by. Oh. Is that the end? Yeah, that super is super low damage. GG's.
Who dares enter the man?
I'll show you one thing real quick while you're here. And it's a type of situation that comes up really often where you have gotten this knockdown and that knockdown has happened in such a way that you're in like this kind of range. So Soul's knocked down, you're in this range. And now something you can do is if you have drill here, like if you do this as a wake up option, let's say I tagged him with the far drill. Your opponent right now has very few options, because any sort of button they press to try and reach me will get tagged by the drill. So they can't press buttons, most buttons. They can't like just keep sitting there, because then I get all this pressure for free from a drill, which I shouldn't really be getting. And the only option left is, well, they can jump and do nothing, or they can jump in the IAD. And usually people will choose, if they see this, to IAD and try to get at me, because like, oh hey, it's the only way to get at me. And so the moment I do this drill, I just have this ready. And usually, for people who aren't aware of the situation, you get a very, very big, fat 2H counter hit, and that's like the end of the round, usually. These drills where the drill doesn't actually land, but is right in front of them, are the best type of drills, because it just creates so much artificial pressure that shouldn't be there. But just by having this hitbox in front of them, it's a lot of pressure. It's good. A lot better than this, having it blocked. I think games are probably done for today. How am I supposed to deal with Eddie? Hold on. How am I supposed to deal with Eddie? Can't seem to ever safely kill him since my fastest button is 2K2S, which once I'm that close usually gets blown up by Eddie Invite Hell, since those are so slow. This is very hard to answer, because it's basically asking, how do I beat Eddie neutral? Or we'll just pretend for a second that the question is, how do I beat someone in neutral? That's kind of the situation I'm put in here to answer. And really the only thing is, every character has different priorities as to whether they want to kill Eddie or kill Zato. Or rather, hit Eddie or hit Zato. And if we look here, how do I win the matchup? Yeah, kind of. Sin has pretty good tools to, like, pretty decent tools to reach Eddie with normals. Like 2S is a 2S far slash also are both pretty good. And it's probably, I'm not 100% sure because I don't play a lot of like very good Sin players all the time. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure Sin is the type of character that does want to focus on killing Eddie in neutral. And at that point, it's a contest of, okay, you're gonna have to wrestle with the Zato player's neutral skills and try to out-neutral him. That's about it. It's the only thing you can do. Let me type that out in a more condensed way. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream while I do this. I should be back more frequently, hopefully, since I'm no longer playing this other godforsaken game. So I will see you around.